I'm going to talk about price floors on alcohol. Scotland recently became the first country to impose a minimum price per unit of alcohol. The 2012 legislation finally made it through the appeals of large alcohol producers and into law. The Scottish government passed this with the goal of reducing alcohol consumption, therefore increasing the overall health of the country. For the government to achieve this lower consumption of alcohol, the minimum price per unit of alcohol imposed, or price floor, would have to lie above the equilibrium cost per unit of alcohol. So let's look at the market for alcohol in Scotland. First, we will draw our supply and demand curves for alcohol in Scotland. Supply and demand. The price will be per unit of alcohol, and the quantity will be number of units of alcohol. And the supply and demand gives you the equilibrium quantity, which will be denoted by Q star, and the equilibrium price, P star. Now, research carried out by Sheffield University shows that a 45 pence minimum would reduce consumption of alcohol by 4.3%. So that'll raise the price to P1 and reduce the quantity to Q1 in the market with this price floor of 45 pence. Thereby reducing alcohol consumption between Q star and Q1 by 4.3%. With a goal of an even more significant decline in consumption, the Scottish government placed their legislated price floor at 50 pence. This will raise P1 to P2, representing this new price floor, giving you Q2 for the new quantity. This is about equivalent to 70 cents per unit. As a binding price floor does, this policy caused a deadweight loss in the economy. Workers and resources are thereby wasted. Should the United States consider a policy like this? Some argue that the negative externalities that come with the consumption of alcohol, like bodily harm and property damage, are not accounted for in the current pricing. The harmful use of alcohol resulting in approximately 2.5 million deaths each year, it would be reasonable for the government to consider this type of intervention to bring down alcohol consumption. However, the equilibrium price per unit of alcohol differs per state, meaning that the price floors would have to differ from state to state. It would be easy for people to get around the price floors of their state and obtain alcohol in different states, and, if made a state issue, it would be likely that some states would end up not passing a price floor at all. Additionally, the U.S. would likely not want to produce the vast deadweight loss that this type of policy causes.